Blame Omari Beats.
Hey everyone, let's get started. So quickly, let's recap the last episode. Basically, Peter's daughter helped him get his classic red and blue threads. Peter helped Ben and Jonah investigate at their new business, the Green Goblin and Bullseye fought. Peter helped defeat Bullseye, and the Green Goblin revealed to be Harry Osborn, accidentally revealed Peter's secret identity. Got it all down? Yes. Good, because we're moving on. The comic begins with Peter and MJ arriving at a fancy restaurant where MJ asks if Peter is sure being there is a good idea. Peter admits that he isn't sure but is glad it at least gave them an excuse to get out of the house and spend time with one another. MJ compliments Peter in a possibly flirty manner when Harry finally arrives. Harry asks if Peter got in okay, and Peter informs him that the guys out front didn't want to let him in but finally did when he told them about Harry. Harry apologizes for that and lets Peter know he understands. Afterwards, Peter introduces him to MJ. Harry is glad to finally meet MJ and notes that Peter talks about her obsessively, to which MJ states that means her husband is in love with her. Given MJ talks in a business manner, Harry congratulates her on her new business, to which MJ throws up her hands and admits that even she's scared of what she's capable of when she puts her mind to it. Harry's wife then arrives and, like some sort of cosmic irony, it's Gwen Stacy. Now, if this universe follows a path similar to Earth 616, the universe it's supposed to split off from, then I'm wondering how the timeline here goes. According to the writers, Peter and Mary Jane have been dating since high school, like most modern continuities and even like the original Ultimate Spider-Man. So this likely means that Peter decided to trust Aunt May in high school when she kept trying to ramble on about meeting MJ in high school, and the two hit it off. Meanwhile, when college came around, Peter never interacted with Gwen as he was too busy with his studies and being in love with MJ. This in turn gave Harry the chance to swoop in and get Gwen, or at least that's my thinking. Harry asks Gwen what took her so long and gives her an affectionate kiss on the cheek, to which Gwen informs him that she had a meeting. The four of them then sit down to eat, and personally the food they are eating did not look appetizing to me. Maybe me feel weird looking at it. However, this isn't a comic about food, it's about Spider-Man, so back to the story. As they eat, Peter asks MJ the last time him and her went on a date, to which she tells him it was before they had kids, referring to it as BK. It takes Harry a second to catch on to this. It took me 3 reads to realize that's what it meant. I was all like, what the heck is BK? Even with Harry saying it meant before kids. Gwen and Harry reveal they want kids but are hesitant to have them. Why? Well, it's due to the fact that the world is dangerous. MJ is very understanding of this and asks how long the two have been together. Harry did not keep track, but Gwen evidently did with very precise precision. Harry then decides to ask MJ about her business, to which MJ starts talking about her PR firm, and while she does, she asks Peter if it's okay for her to talk about Ben and Jonah. Peter gives her the go-ahead and she informs them of Ben and Jonah's new business that she came up with a name for, that being the paper. At the Parker residence, Jonah is annoyed and confused as to why their news business is named the paper. His annoyance comes from the fact that they aren't even doing a newspaper, as all their news is digital. Ben, who is there to watch over Mayday and Richie, tells Jonah that MJ chose the name to be Mida. Richie briefly interjects to inform them that MJ said it was meant to be both Mida and ironic. Jonah still finds it slightly annoying and clever, but Ben reminds him how simple the name sounds. An uncomfortable Mayday then asks when Jonah is going to leave. Mayday appears not to like Jonah and it's never explained why. Guess we'll find out later. Harry and Gwen agree that the name the paper is great, and Harry jokes in a sarcastic manner about the news. Gwen calls him out on it and he clarifies that he's joking. Harry and Gwen clarify that they'll pay attention to Ben and Jonah's news depending on what they post. Gwen uses Peter's pictures of Spider-Man as an example. She states that she likes to think of Spider-Man as a hero but knows others wouldn't like to think of him that way. Why? Because then that means something is wrong with the world and Spider-Man has to be the cure. Gwen advises Peter gives the paper some of his pictures, to which Peter reminds her he works for the Daily Bugle. Gwen retorts with his attitude he likely always will. Harry tells Gwen to go easier on Peter but agrees with her statement. Having said her piece, her and MJ depart to the restrooms. Ben puts Mayday down for bed, so adorable, when Richie comes from behind and states that she doesn't like Jonah for some reason again never explained. Ben is insulted by it because a lot of people don't and a lot of people won't like what they are doing. Ben asks Richie what he thinks and Richie's actually a fan as he likes reading and sees it as a source of knowledge. Ben tells Richie you gotta give people a reason to read and asks if he wants to watch television before he heads to bed. Richie tells Ben no, to which Ben praises him for it. In the restroom, MJ and Gwen reapply their makeup and Gwen asks MJ if she's coming on too strong as she has a tendency to do so. MJ tells Gwen she's fine and doing okay. Gwen then informs MJ that Oscorp recently acquired Stain/Stark Industries and now have too much money. She's been trying to give some away but has exhausted all the normal places to donate. MJ at first assumes that she's referring to giving them money, but Gwen clarifies that she was referring to giving the paper money and asks MJ to set up a meeting. Back with Harry and Peter. Harry is smiling at Peter, confusing him. Harry realizes Peter hasn't told MJ and Peter admits to it and then realizes Harry told Gwen. He asks how much he told her and Harry admits to having told Gwen everything. Peter is shocked and asks why he told her. Harry tells Peter that he loves his wife and wants to ensure they have no secrets. He asks if Peter has told anyone and Peter admits Mayday caught him in the suit. Harry is thankful for that as he was scared Peter might lecture him about not keeping secrets. Peter tells Harry that he hasn't told them, not because he doesn't trust them, but because he isn't even sure if he wants to do this. Harry sees right through him and tells Peter that he wants to do it, but that with great power comes great responsibility. And with that line, the fandom has assumed Harry has taken Uncle Ben's role in the Spider-Man mythos of this universe and will eventually die. As Peter and MJ head home, they discuss what happened at dinner. The two agree that Harry and Gwen were both scary and nice, personal and intense, yet had good food. Peter asks MJ what she thought about what Harry said about the world needing heroes. MJ simply retorts that she doesn't need heroes as she has Peter, which is literally so wholesome. Now for my review. Personally, for me at least, this issue was boring. It revealed a lot of things and got a lot of lore-related stuff in it, but it's personally boring. It's a good issue but didn't get me as hyped as the last few issues. I'll give this one a 7 out of 10.